my god, I know it's been so long since I filmed the video. It's been like a month at least. That is crazy. But June was the last month of university for me, and now I have holidays. So yes, it is finally over. Oh my god, I'm so ready. So ready for holidays, I can't even tell you. So needless to say, I also didn't get a lot of reading done in the month of June / none at all. I've been in a big reading slump, but I've also just literally had no time. So that's my first excuse. My second excuse is just that I really didn't want to read as much, and that means I also didn't really buy any books that I could show you. So I do have a few things, like this video is just going to be like a reading update, book update sort of thing. Yeah, I have a few things to show you and talk about. It's not, I don't really want to call it a wrap up because I didn't really read that much, and I can't really call it a haul because I didn't really buy that much, and I can't really call it a currently reading because I'm not really currently reading that much. So I'm just gonna do it all together and call it a bookish reading update or something like that. Just really quickly, if you can recall the time long past when I uploaded my last video, I told you guys that I was gonna do also a comparison video of German slang versus Austrian slang, which is still coming. I just haven't edited it yet, but it's there. I filmed it, we filmed it, and it's happening, but it's just not quite there yet. Anyway, so today I want to show you a few things. The first are just some books that I bought. It's pretty straightforward, but I'm not even sure if you can call these books because they're mangas. Yay! These are all Detective Conan mangas, I thought. Okay, so I have all Detective Conan mangas that are out in German so far, which is now 83. So now I have 83. And actually 84 comes out today, I think so. And I ordered it, I pre-ordered it, so it should be in my possession in a few days. I really like Detective Conan. Basically, this manga is about Shinichi Kudo, who is a detective, and he's like 17, and then he's forced to take some poison which is supposed to kill him, but it doesn't kill him. Instead, it shrinks him into a little boy, and then he takes on this alternate identity and tries to uncover who did this to him. And like, because they're like the Black Organization is what they're called, so they're like an organization of bad guys essentially. And these are so good. Actually, they're not that great. The cases are pretty nonsensical. I think I started reading 81 a few days ago, and then like 3 pages in I was like, that's already a plot hole. How is this even possible? Like, this is a new record for how fast you can create a plot hole. But it doesn't matter. I read these mainly for nostalgic factor, and also because I just really like want to own all of them. And it's like, I've been following the story forever, and I can't like not continue doing that. The German mangas are actually really far behind. I think it's really funny. It says like, these were originally published in German in 2015 and in Japanese in like 1995, which I'm not sure like what's happening there, but somehow you're like not really doing your job, translation people. You're not really doing your job, because 20 fucking years, are you serious? No, that's not acceptable. So anyway, while I was there, I was like, Detective Conan, I want more Detective Conan. So I also bought the Gosho Aoyama short stories. And the only reason I bought this is because it says Detective Conan Präsentiert, which is mainly Detective Conan presents the Gosho Aoyama short stories. And then I was like browsing through these and found out that actually these have nothing to do with Detective Conan. Like, there is Detective Conan short stories, but this is not that. This is something else entirely. And I really don't actually want to read that, so I think I'm gonna take this back because I actually really don't want it. It's like, what a waste of my money. And then the last thing I bought is Kaito Kid Treasured Edition 3, which Kaito Kid is also part of the Conan universe, if you didn't know. He's like a magician / thief who I had the biggest crush on when I was younger, and had totally past tense. I mean, of course, I'm an adult. I don't crush on manga characters, no. Also, I'm in a relationship, so shh, don't tell him. Anyway, I picked these up because I've been wanting them forever, and then I read it and I was like, this is so disappointing, because what really attracted me to Detective Conan in the first place is that it's so realistic. I don't really like anime or manga in general because it's usually ridiculous storylines that are all over the place sometimes and don't make much sense, which Detective Conan, I know I just said that doesn't really make much sense, but this is like literally, what the fuck? Like, for example, just an example, example, Kaito Kid's real name is Kaito Kuruba. Like, he picked his real name for his superhero name. Like, it doesn't make any sense and nobody catches on to it. I don't think I'm gonna buy more of these, but I still enjoyed reading this, not gonna lie. Quick question, like halfway through this video. Do you guys count manga towards your Goodreads reading challenge? Because I did that just now, because I saw that I was 26 fucking books behind. It was like, fuck. So I totally counted those, but usually I don't. I haven't counted any of the others I haven't even marked them as read, even though I've read all of them. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys do with manga and stuff like that. Moving on to the only real book that I read in June. I actually rented this one from the library because we're currently writing a paper I'm still about to hand it in actually at the end of July because we still have time, luckily. But we're supposed to write a paper on something to do with crime in Japan, and I picked the topic Yakuza, which is the Japanese mafia. And I decided to just read some stuff about it. And this is, even though it's from my library, it's not like a scientific thing, so I can't really cite it. And I can't really quote it in my paper, but it's still really interesting. And this is called Yakuza Diary by, I can never remember this guy's name, Christopher Seymour. And its subtitle, I guess, is Doing Time in the Japanese Underworld. And it's just little like sequences that he wrote, like encounters with Yakuza that he met, and he spent a lot of time with them. This is actually non-fiction. He was a journalist in the 1990s and he just spent a lot of time with Yakuza and then wrote about his experiences, and it's so interesting. I literally have never read a non-fiction book this quickly because this is an absolute page turner, and if you're interested in the Japanese underworld, I definitely recommend it. I want to read more about this now because first of all, I need to know more about it in the first place, and second of all, it's just so interesting. Oh my god. And lastly, a book I started in June, but haven't finished yet, but I want to finish it. It's currently reading, basically, I guess. This is Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov, which is a classic that I think most people have at least heard about. I'm not sure everybody's read it. I don't know anybody really who's read it. But basically, I'm sure you know, this is about a pedophile who writes, it's like written from his perspective, and it's about him, and he tells us his story. We just know it in the beginning that he's in the prison for murder, and now he basically tells us what happened to get him there, I guess. And this book is so strange because, first of all, the first thing you notice is that it's written in the most beautiful prose ever. The writing style is it's poetic. Like, seriously, it is so beautiful. I can't get over how beautiful it is. And then you also have the protagonist, what's his name, Humbert? Alright, Humbert, who seems like a decent guy, and like you kind of sympathize with him, and he almost seems likable, and then the next sentence he like describes undressing a little girl or something like that, and you're like, no, what the fuck, don't do this to me, you're literally tearing my brain in two. Which it does have two halves to begin with, but shh, that's not the point. Anyway, this book is super emotionally conflicting to me, and I'm not that far in, I'm like 120 pages in, well, like almost halfway through, and I like it so much, but it's also, some parts are just so incredibly cringeworthy, and it's so like as I said, conflicting, because sometimes you just forget that he's talking about a little child, and it freaks me out how much I kind of root for him at times, like subconsciously, even though I like know that this is wrong and like that's absolutely creepy and disgusting. At the same time, it's super frustrating sometimes because you literally don't know how to feel about it, but at the same time, that's what makes this book so phenomenal. Like, I've never read anything like this that's managed to make me so conflicted over something, even though like going into it, you're like, of course pedophilia is bad, and I'm not like saying it's not bad, I'm still in the mindset, very much in the mindset of it's absolutely terrifying and horrible. But it's just like, even that this book can for a second just, I don't know, forget that, you know, that's how you feel. It's just, oh my god, it's so mind-blowing to me, and I definitely recommend this book if you're older. Don't read this like younger, because it's, I don't know, it's an adult book. And that's it for this video. I know I was a little bit hyper today, and that's because I haven't eaten since this morning, and I'm starving, and I can't wait to finish this so I can finally have some food. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these books, and if you're gonna be checking out later, I definitely recommend it. And yeah, I promise there will be more videos, more frequent videos coming your way soon on this channel. I hope you guys are doing great. Have a lovely week, and we'll see you soon. Bye! What was I gonna say? Anyway, this is really not as bad. No, that's not what I wanted to say. Honestly, I didn't think that I still knew how to do it. I've been like running around all day and I'm sweaty because it's so hot outside. Baby, it's hot outside. I've got to stay in. It's hot outside. This evening has been so very nice. I'll hold your hands. They're just like fries. I should not be allowed to accidentally rewrite lyrics.